In this world, as you always expect the best, it is equally good for you to prepare for the worst because you don't know what might happen along the line. We always alert and prepare. We bring you our next interview. We are having a look at Tema Ministers Organization. They are not only preaching, but they have come together to make sure the whole of Tema community is clean. And for me, I've been to Tema for some time and I know the place is clean compared to other places here in the capital. But hey, more needs to be done. There is more room for improvement. My guests are already seated there. Reverend O.A. Asenso, General Secretary, Tema Ministers Organization, Senior Pastor, The Way Chapel International, Community 6, Tema. Good morning, Reverend. He's wearing the suit. Reverend, good morning.
Good morning, Dan.
And how are you?
I'm well by God's grace.
Okay.
Very well.
All right. Next seated to me directly is Seth Ocran. He's a domestic coordinator, Zoom Lion, Tema. Good morning, Seth.
Good morning, madam.
And how are you?
Doing fine.
Okay. We are going to talk about why you decided to go on a walk, that is to keep Tema, the entire city clean. And first of all, tell me, Reverend, why did you come up with such an idea as ministers of the gospel in Tema?
Well, thank you, Diana. We saw the situation in our cities, and we found out that Tema is being littered, is becoming very dirty. And so we decided that our portion that we can do as ministers is to gather ourselves and from our pulpit through the market, we encourage people and sensitize the general public against the bad habit of littering our cities to avoid all these dirty situations in our cities.
Yeah. Wow. Coming from Zoom Lion, Seth, how do we keep the city clean?
Thank you, madam. Yeah, the ministers have taken a very good step.
Good.
And we believe, yes, it's our duty. And once they've taken that step, we don't want to leave it there for them. We want to really join them and then make sure we help keep the city clean. So, in collaboration with the Tema Ministers Organization, we are giving them, in the form of support, logistics and personnel to make sure on that day
and also supervise them.
That's what I was automatic, yeah. Right? So that we help make sure Tema is clean very well.
Okay, Reverend, what motivated you to come up with such an idea?
Well, thank you. As pastors, we found out that sometimes around our surroundings they are very dirty. We all travel outside and we see what happens
and
abroad.
Cleanliness is next to godliness.
That is the statement. And God gave us, the book of Genesis says that when he laid down Eden, he planted Eden for Adam and Eve. He told them to keep it, maintain it. They were to dress it. So it means that we are to maintain a clean environment. Yeah. And so as pastors, we found out that our little portion is start from the pulpit. So that every other week we consistently educate our church members and we ask them to be watchdogs of the same, where they will tell the people in their houses also that keep your environment clean and then don't litter around.
I'm happy because most of us go to church, right. We go to the mosque and even other religious bodies. But you see people in the cars trying to throw rubbish around, littering. Right? Most times I've told people, please pick it up. It is not good of you as a gentleman, as a lady to do that. Even when I chew PK, I cannot throw the cover away. I keep it in my bag till I get home. So why can't you do same? Because you think Zoom Lion will clean it up. How do we maintain cleanliness on our streets? Even after you started, I think this is your second edition.
Right.
The maintenance is important because Ghanaians, to talk of maintenance culture, we are nowhere near. So how do we maintain it for a very long time?
Right. This collaboration is going to sustain for a very long time to really sensitize the whole community to make sure they don't litter around. Now, it has become a problem with society. Well, Zoom Line is there, so Zoom Line will do it. I mean, the other day I was in a taxi. The taxi driver was chewing sugarcane and then left threw it out. Well, I said, driver, why did you do that? Oh, now Zoom Line is there. I said, oh, wow, my brother.
He didn't know you work at Zoom Line.
That is the point. So I said, Master, that's not right.
Okay.
You know, so what we are doing, that is why we are even here educating. And on 1st July, we're going to go on a walk.
Yeah.
Talk to people about these things as a form of making them to know that, no, you don't need to litter around. That is one. Periodically, we'll be going through the market.
But for me, the 1 year duration is too long.
That's what I'm saying, that we don't wait for even the ministers.
Okay.
Periodically, we go to the market,
yourself,
we do it. And again, we believe that we need to sensitize our kids right from the word go. Because they will grow to become the adults tomorrow.
Yeah.
So they will don't litter. So with Zoom Lion.
And what the elderly do, the children also look at them and then watch them and do.
So we have started from the kids. We have a whole department called Zoom Kids.
Okay.
That we are bring our class to various schools. So we started some in Ada, some in Ajekojo, some in Tema, and some in the pipeline we're going to open. So that these kids will be conscientized. They need to really be clean, not to be littering around. And as they grow, they will grow with it.
Okay.
So that tomorrow, Ghana will be like other countries that we are yearning to go there to see that they don't litter around.
Reverend Mike Asenso, also let's see, at the end of the day, what do you want to achieve with that? I know you want to keep the city clean. And so what do you want to achieve?
Well, to make our street very clean, to avoid unsanitary situations, to have people with a healthy mind.
As you do that, consider the beaches, because not only on the streets,
Yeah.
the beaches, tourists come there. You need to talk about
That's
that
right.
as well.
To add up to what he's saying, what we are doing, I have this statement. I said, CTY, we said BTBS, cut them young before they become stubborn. We wanted to reach out to the Ghana Education Service so that they could reach out to all the schools. If it could be made as a policy, so that they will keep on informing them and telling them not to keep it. It will surprise you when our kids have been fed with this information. If you are an adult, a parent, and you are doing something else, they will tell you this is not right. And so we are starting. Bible said that start from Jerusalem. We are starting from Tema, and we hope to reach out to the whole nations. However, like you added the beaches, it is very sad. When you travel abroad, most time we have to refer to those places. Most of our leaders travel there, and they come back, and they still come back to the mindset, because it's very difficult to change something what someone has grown with it.
Habits,
and so they refuse to adapt to changes and stick to those habits.
But we can still do something about it.
That is it. If everyone hearing us will start from, like you said, I had to chase a driver with my car, stop him and ask him why he threw that thing out of his car. Because you rolled down your window, a conditioned car, and you threw a garbage outside.
That is too bad.
And he said, I'm sorry. That is all he said. And so if we will start...
One time at Circle, I remember somebody said, and the driver saw him threw a rubber out, and I said, why do you do that? I said, Madam, I hire with you.
Look at such attitude.
Let me just add a little to the beach issue.
Okay.
1st July is coming. On the Sakomono Road, the beach is there. Zoom Lion, we have workers called Zora. They work along the beach. We have a big container we put garbage in. And those who sell, my plea to them is that when they finish selling, at least those things that they sold that, they could just collect. They will leave everything there. Yeah, the people are there to collect, but they will make the work easy for the workers. When they're able to gather and even put them in the big container we put there, for a truck to come and take it away. We are pleading with them. This another way of telling them that they should help Zoom Lion. Yes, if we are able to do part of the work for Zoom Lion, money that is given to Zoom Lion could be channeled to other things in the country. Okay. Hospitals and other
That's
stuff
what
like that.
I was about to say, because cholera has appeared about 3 times within this year, which is bad.
Yeah.
And it all boils down to
these
hygienic conditions.
Good,
so
right.
let's see the effect, a bit of the effect, when we come to the time that you start the work.
Okay.
Let's see, first of all, Rev, tell me a bit, what do you think will be some of the effects health-wise to it?
Some of the effects are the outbreak of epidemic. We have malaria, we have the cholera that you mentioned, and then mosquitoes, diarrhea, all these things, mosquitoes will come forth. They will begin to break forth, and then this is where they spread malaria. And so, if we want to live a healthy life, this is where we must start from. This is where we must begin from. And so, health-wise, this is how I see it. Because you pick a waste from your house, especially when it's raining. You see people coming from their houses and throwing their garbages within the gutters. The gutters will be choked. And look at the flood that has been happening. It's as a result of these habits. But people don't see it that way. They think the rain will carry it to the sea or something. But the rain carries it, blocks the canal, and then it causes, when the rain comes, it causes flood, and it enters into our houses, and they'll begin to call upon the government to come and help us. This is what most of people do.
Okay, so as Zoom Lion, what assurance would you give us that you help keep Tema clean all
For
the
us, I'm happy you said earlier on that you've been to other places, but Tema, at least it's better
clean,
than, yes. we are doing a whole lot of job in Tema.
But you can't compare it to secondary Takade. It's clean, Papa.
I'm yet to go there, but I can assure you, I'm sure Tema will be
Reverend
better.
Asenso is coming from there.
Yeah. But we are doing our best. We have our people always on the ground, making sure that Tema is well kept. And it's going to be a continuous, it's not going to be just a 9-day wonder. We're a very good team of Zoom line workers there, always on the ground working. Like I told you, come 1st July, even if we show you later, the next you go, you will not say anything because we have workers on the ground, clearing everything.
And we should be each other's keeper. When you see your brother throw something around, alert him. Why do you do that? Pick it up. When the person insults you, don't you care, because the insult will not be on your body.
That's right.
And Reverend, lastly, tell me the time where you start and the venue where you're starting from, where you're ending it, and if there will be some item 30.
Well, thank you. Before I say these things, I would like to say a big thank you to those companies who have actually sponsored that a bit. Mansell Ghana Limited in Tema, Gapoa, Ghana Port and Harbours Authority, and the Minister of Local Government, Honorable Fusampo, for personally gave us something.
You didn't mention GTV. Let's go.
I'm not finished already.
Is that end? Okay,
I'm not finished. And then the Tema Mayor and GTV as usual.
You should have started.
Yeah, thank you. So the program is starting 6 a.m. on Monday, which is 2nd July. The first group from Committee 1, 2, 3, and then Committee 5, Sakmono and Tema Newtown, will gather around Agbamame, that is in front of Action Chapel Committee 2, and walk through the principal street of the Tema, picking every litre along the line, and then we meet at the forecourt of TMA. The second group is starting from Regular Baptist Church, in front of Regular Baptist Church in Committee 10, opposite the Tema Joint Church. And they are the Committee 6, Committee 10, Committee 11, Committee 12, and part of Ashama and Ajekojo. And then we have the last group, the final group, that is Committee 4, Committee 7, Committee 9, and then part of Ashama and Gulf City. They will be gathering at Committee 8, number 3, School Park, and they will also do their work. And all of us will gather in front of the TMA, where we expect you to come and cover it, because it's about clean city, it's about clean campaign and clean elections. We want to add it all. Politics is fully involved also, because it's clean city, we must have a clean campaign and clean election. This is our message.
Sure. We all need cleanliness in order to live a very healthy life. So lastly, what do you have to tell the people of Tema?
Yeah, we're only telling Tema.
And as I'm saying good morning to Gipsy Auntie. She also lives in Tema, and I know she supports this so much. Give to her by your good morning.
People of Tema should really help Zoomline to make sure Tema is always clean. We shouldn't be listening around. We should, do the very basic things. When you have your garbage, make sure you put them at the right place of disposal, so that always Tema will be clean of filth. When rain falls, Tema, Kwarikwa really help Tema. When rain falls, the next 10 minutes, you wouldn't find any water anywhere. But these days, because people are putting refuse in gutters here and there, after you see a lot of flooding here and there, we want to please so that Tema will be clean for everybody and save everything with good health for everybody.
And Reverend, before you also come to your last word, there's a lady among us, she also lives in Tema. And I'm praying that you see her, so that I collect a number and tell her to come in, be part of the work, and clean and help clean Tema, because I know she's a bit.
We'll be glad to get her number, give her a T-shirt, and ask her to join the work.
She has to clean.
Yes, we encourage the people in Tema. Everyone should come and join the work, so that we do the work.
It's going to be fun and exciting.
It's going to be fun. Item 13, we're hoping that companies will come on board and help us. Sometimes they think that the churches have a lot of money, but these are pastors who are doing our portion. But we want to see and pray that we have some item 13.
I'm so happy when I heard that ministers have come together to ensure cleanliness in Tema, because you need to take the bull by the horn.
That's right.
To help, because it's not only by preaching. And some of us listen to our pastors so much, so it's a good effort. I'm happy about that.
And interestingly, in every 2 months or 3 months, every member church of Tema Ministers Organization is going to organize a communal labor.
That's good.
To involve all the communities to clean their communities and also send the message to them once again.
Okay.
And let me also just add that anybody who wants to